Last thing, again, Dr. Sullivan, I'll have a couple more for the record, but just one. And I first want to thank you. I know the delegation came to you from Alaska regarding the issues of the environmental impact statement on oil and gas. And I would argue, and I was hoping Senator Nelson would stay. I'd say, yes, we still need to do Arctic development and oil and gas development offshore if done the right way. And I think that's the critical thing that we all want to do, with potentially 40 billion or more barrels of oil up there as well as gas. But I noticed in the supplemental draft it issued a few weeks that the definition of drilling program seems to be limited to the company to be able to drill one well at a time in either theater, the Chukchi and Beaufort. There's over 600 leases in that area. And my worry is that between that and the mitigation measures, which reduce the timetable they can drill, it really is putting a stranglehold on their ability to be successful in striking in one of the largest oil field in the country once hit. And can you give me your assurances that the design of the program is not intended to restrict their capacity from an economic standpoint? Because that's the worry they have. You know, one well, then X company does one well, they're done. In a lot of the exploration, it's done in multiple, sometimes 2 or 3, especially in the Arctic. Help me understand that restriction, which I think is a pretty tight restriction.
Senator, my understanding about the draft EIS is still a bit incomplete, quite frankly. We will follow up with you on this, but my understanding about the supplemental is that it, in fact, does add some flexibility in terms of how many wells and in which theater or combination of theaters, and could there be a floater. But let me get the additional details to you and follow up, if I may, for the record.
Would you do that? I know the companies have put kind of a pause this season, but obviously you know how our seasons work, is now is the time to kind of resolve a lot of these issues so we can move into the next season. So I appreciate that.